Meaning, do I see it?
Oh, do you see it?
Yes.
Hotel room, grown man.
Do you see it?
See what? Walt?
Bought that, yeah.
Oh, he's carrying right here. All right.
Assuming that's a deal breaker?
Yes, it's a deal breaker.
Well, if stealth is what you're...
Hey, Walt, listen, I'm not sure this is a good idea, but like, what are you going to protect yourself from? Really? Like, what are you going to protect yourself from? I highly doubt you ever fired a handgun ever.
Firing two.
And why are you buying it in a hotel room?
Best go with
Automatic has how many?
10 in the mag, 1 in the chamber.
Semi-automatic.
If you can't get right on with this,
Please don't be leather.
that snubby comes in polymer too.
Yeah, bro, please get the polymer and make sure that it has somewhat of a trigger guard. Do I have I don't have one of those near me. But I would definitely suggest that highly, not leather, because yeah, the leather looks good for now, right? Until someone walks up behind you and just pulls it out, number one. Or number two, the leather itself starts to degrade because you kind of get comfortable with you carrying it IWB specifically, right? And then you're just like, oh, the leather then the oil from your skin breaks down the leather and then it starts to kind of deform. And then accidentally one day when you go to actually pull it out because you need it, it somehow gets caught on the now deformed leather. And then you end up basically Glock-legging your leg with a revolver. Guys, all right?
Old school, I guess.
I guess.
Sure, it's on there. Are you sure? Because maybe it'll feel
Bro, no, don't do that. You're righty.
better on the left side.
It's gonna cross draw.
General rule, you don't want to cross draw. Not unless you're going to be sitting.
Oh no, practice your draw right now. All right, go home, practice your draw immediately. That draw is terrible, bro.
Keeping a piece instead of you. Catch my drift?
Get out of my head right now. You're not allowed to be there.
Pay 5 times what you'd pay your neighborhood gun store.
Walt, your background is pretty much great. Please go and get a proper handgun from the store, right? I'm sure, okay, that make sure you have the serial number on there. So if you get caught with it, you at least are hopefully licensed. Hopefully you're in a state that actually likes freedom, right? There are some freedom-hating states out there, guys. I'm telling you. I can't believe they exist. I don't know why, right? But the point is here, do not carry that, okay? Leave that with that man and say, you know what? No, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and get a proper one, licensed to me.
Hey, I don't want to be caught with this on me.
Walt, no.
No, sir, to state the obvious, you don't. You know, mister, I've been providing my services
For like
for
20
the past
years?
30-odd years. We strictly talking defense here?
Great questions. But you also don't care, sir. You don't care.
Absolutely.
Because if you cared, you wouldn't be in some shady, what looks to be motel, right? With Walt, with a suitcase full of firearms with serial numbers scratched off of them. Like, if you actually cared what someone was going to do with that firearm that you're selling, you probably wouldn't be selling it, all right? So let's stop playing games, all right? There's no moral issue here with you, sir.
Defense. New Mexico's not a retreat jurisdiction.
Oh.
Man steps to you bent on doing you bodily harm, you got every right to plant your feet and shoot.
New Mexico likes freedom? Interesting, New Mexico.
Some call it a moral right, and you might best be advised to bear your arms within the confines of the law.
Yeah, Walt. I mean, I still would have preferred something like striker fired, but generally. But listen. But I guess for his situation, it may be better. Based on these ad-libs, I'm going to go ahead and place this somewhere around the end of the crunk era of hip-hop, guys. That was such an amazing time when it kind of went away, right? And at least the trashy, tacky sounding crunk, such as what Jesse is currently listening to. Bro, 06 maybe? 07? It sounds like that. It sounds like when people were still trying to keep something alive that was fading.
All them lines jumping around. Psychedelic.
I used to love that about like late '90s, early 2000s, like home theater systems and overall just radios and things like that, guys. Head units, or receivers, more like all of this here, like used to just. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, guys. I'm telling you, the lights moving, like watching visualizers of random not audible, random music CDs being played on like the PlayStation. If you ever notice, you hit the select button, like the original PlayStations, and they would have like this visualizer on the screen. I used to love those things. It meant nothing, but it was super cool to look at, super nostalgic. Guys, do you know those money rims, like the $sign rims that you can kind of get in like Los Santos Customs and Grand Theft Auto, like the money rims, $sign, and you look at it, you're just like, that's kind of tacky. That's what this whole scene felt like to me, bro. It seems like Jesse would go buy a car from, I don't know, Southern San Andreas from the website, right? And he would legitimately put those $sign rims on it. That's the type of, vibe I get from him.
Maybe just a little bump.
Jesse, you are a bad influence. Like a really bad one.
Zombies are dead, man. What difference does it make what their job was when they was living?
Dude, you are so historically retarded.
What?
Nazi zombies don't want to eat you just because they're craving the protein.
Right.
They do it because they hate Americans, man.
Oh, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. So your history is okay. I'll give you. Listen, I don't like how you're depicting history,
Taliban.
bro. The level of cringe, the music that he is deciding to play at now, what looks to be a house party. Everyone seems to be having fun. They're not even concerned at the level of cringe the music is. They're not concerned. They're like, listen, we're having a great time. Most likely getting absolutely wasted. This is what Jesse is doing to kind of deal with the overall PTSD that he experienced in a previous episode. Obviously, when he was sitting in a car, kind of wondering where his life was going to go, he no longer cared, and this is kind of what the repercussions of that exercise was, guys. It seems to be, at least. So you're on purpose listening to what sounds to be Flavor Flav. You are on purpose, like not accidentally switch the station and then here we go, we have Flavor Flav on the radio, bro. You're purposely playing like a CD. You have a CD in your house with Flavor Flav on it. The guy with the gigantic stupid clock, right? He's like a firing pin, blah. All right.
Are you asleep?
He is studying his minerals.
You're looking at a rock.
It's not a rock. It's not a rock.
24 in the morning.
I've done this. I want you to know I have absolutely I've absolutely done this.
It's not a rock. Would you like some more detail? Because I can give it to you.
He really wants to give you these details. Listen, if you were a great wife, you'd be like, sure, tell me all about it. And just let him talk. And just say, oh. And just think of, all you have to do is remember 3% of what he said, and he will be happy. I'm telling you. All of what he's saying does not matter to you. It's okay, right? But remember, at least 3%. Just so you can kind of be like, you can ask a question about something extremely minuscule, then he'll go off on a completely another, avenue. But I think that's all Hank needs right now, to be honest.
You can keep acting like you give the first, and I'll,
See?
if I'm keeping you awake and all.
See, look, what's happening right now, at least from what I'm thinking, at least, I do think that what they want to show us is how Hank is still kind of suffering mentally from what's been going on, so he's trying to obviously kind of move his overall thought process to something as mundane as like rocks and minerals and stones and things, right? While trying to basically make it seem like it's like loser mentality, and Hank needs to be a winner, because in Hank's mind, if Hank's not a winner, then what is Hank? He's a loser. So he is trying to emulate what losers do, apparently. Losers play with minerals and rocks and stones, apparently. Listen, I think that's how they're trying to, show the audience, at least. But I don't see it that way. I see Hank as like being the cool guy now, but I'm not a cool guy, so I don't know. I don't know. But I think that's what the producer and the director are trying to show us.
In the meantime, I haven't received a check from you in quite a while, so there's that. Second order of business is the car wash. It's
God.
to take the next order. Oh, we still have.
Wait a second, guys.
Order of
He's a good actor. I just want to see something. I want to see how he did it.
It's to take the next step here.
Okay.
Need to look into buying this.
I thought for a second he slapped the wall while acting like he hit his head. I think he actually hit his head.
What are you thinking, leaving a message like that on my machine?
What are you?
Listen, this is not the first time that Skylar has just forgotten completely, like not to say certain things over phones.
What did I? Proof of our what? What are you talking
Actually, wait. This could sound super above board. You are looking to buy a car wash,
Well, it is a car wash,
right?
Not
Like
a brothel.
Okay, I'll give you this one, Skylar.
Say what it is. What?
Listen, I apologize for even agreeing with her for the first time. It feels and tastes nasty coming out of my mouth, personally. But she makes sense.
Why are we buying it at all?
It's not crazy. And so Jesse, this is the type of house you want? This is what you undercut your parents for? This right here?
You're way too sensitive about your zone, bro.
There are absolutely some people who are way too sensitive about sleeping. Fact.
Come on, man.
Yeah, like they're both dealing with this in different ways. Walt is an adult with a family, so all he thinks of is, in this instance is defense, while Jesse, a child, is like, buy things and party. Who's that? One of Gus's guys, I'm sure.
Where's Gus?
Why?
Because I would like to speak with him.
Walter, you're never gonna see him again.
I believe it. Or at least not for a very long time. Right.
Girl, Mama's just doing her work here. Mama's doing her work.
You're trying to like guess how much they make regularly on a daily basis?
Way to go, Hank.
Maybe. Put in a
Come on, way
solid
to
order.
soldier up.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at you! Way to go, honey!
No, don't do that.
7, 6.
He's gonna walk again. No doubt.
Hey!
Yeah.
Good man, Chuck.
Can you like sit in another room while we do this? Like, can we just like do this? Oh man.
It's an honor. Great session. Lots of positive energy.
Like, sometimes guys just need like other masculine energy like around them, right? That's gonna push Hank, to get better, right? And so when she comes, she just kind of ruins the party, if that makes any sense. I think Patrice O'Neal said it beautifully. Well, we love you, but we don't like you like that, Right? That sounds crazy. I think I ruined the joke. I'm not good at telling jokes here, guys. But understand that there's a time and a place, and I think what Hank needs right now is like some more like masculine energy around him to kind of make him kind of, like, as he said, soldier up a little bit, guys.
Lots. You did. Listen, I was thinking about cooking tonight. So
All right. Get out.
Hank? How can we define this? What does this mean? What is he trying to say? What's going on in his head? I think it goes back to him thinking that he's a loser. He doesn't deserve his wife any longer. That could be that also. That could be that could be that. It could be that also. Right? And now he's just embarrassed with himself, but yet he doesn't understand that she also, in fact, is dealing with this with him. I think. Right? Yeah, that has to be it. He is acting like this in a absolutely terrible manner, exclusively because he feels like a loser and he doesn't really think that he deserves his wife kind of seeing these things in him. Maybe, I don't know, but I think I'm getting close to it. Maybe, so it feels like it could be somewhere around that. But who's wrong? Hank. Because sometimes you kind of have to move past what's actually what you think is happening, and you definitely cannot treat your wife like that, bro. That's wild, right? We get it, Hank. You're going through a lot, but you need to,
Jesse, I'm not here to make you come up with excuses. You got other things going on. I get it. There's just one thing you and me got to talk about. I get this in my mailbox. This was you?
Yep. It's guilt money.
I don't want to know. But you got to tell me one thing. Is someone going to come looking for this?
No. This is also confirmation, if he does respond here. This is also confirmation that he, in fact, is the one who did it.
No.
There we go. Now she knows.
What exactly am I supposed to do with this?
Whatever you want to do with it.
Use it.
It's crazy. Like, some people live on they live life in on easy mode. Like guys, we understand what happened. I just can't imagine someone randomly getting what looks to be maybe $10,000 to $15,000 in cash, untraceable. I can't imagine. It just doesn't seem plausible. But again, some people live life on easy mode. Teal, orange. No chance you're gonna get to the door, Walt. I don't believe it.
Go home, Walter.
Right. So there are obviously cameras, and someone else is also almost always obviously looking at said cameras. There are cameras all around my house, and I can definitely tell you right now, if a car passes my house, it alerts me. If a tree branch moves outside, it alerts me. It's annoying. But hey,
How you
listen.
doing? Hi. Ton of bricks?
So it would tell me that he
Rocks.
also probably.
You want me to wheel them inside for you?
Please, yeah.
I don't know, 300, 400.
He's
a
going
million?
hard. He's going hard.
I don't Hank?
No, they're
Oh my God.
minerals. Jesus, Marie, I got some geodes coming that are very delicate, all right?
I mean, he has to break the geodes. Come on, they're mandatory.
I will not accept any boxes that...
Mr. Wollenitz, my name is Skylar White. How do you do?
Bro, those are some expert level eyebrows. Yeah.
Get down on your hands and knees and scrub like a housemaid.
Oh, you're disrespectful.
Your nice skin and stinging in your eyes.
First of all, why would she do any of that?
30 years of building this business from nothing with my own hands and
Great.
my own sweat and blood.
I can
Okay.
appreciate that. True. A figure you can quote me? One which you think would adequately take...
$10 million.
Oh, that's not realistic. Do you own the land or just the building? Which one is it? Okay. Or did you buy the building and it was a car wash before and you don't really own the land still? So someone else owns the land. Because I'll buy that land and remove you from it.
Where do you come up with this number? You pull it from your behind?
Let's go.
On a typical day, you average 19 cars per hour.
Okay.
Extrapolate, which I obtained from comparable businesses in the Albuquerque area, giving me an estimate of your annual cash flow.
Okay.
Here.
Give me the number. How
To
much
which
is it?
I applied the industry standard multiplier
Yeah, if you tell me the number that he's making, you can pretty much figure out how much you should be paying for
and
it.
added the market, giving me a total estimated value of $829,000.
Okay,
On
so he's
top
making
of
like,
which,
so he's probably making like a little over $200,000.
a gener-
$20 million.
Okay, Mr. Wollenitz,
This is the price for Walter White.
Okay.
Now, please leave.
I think you just started, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Result of airplane debris or cut.
Saul.
Forbid falling body parts, then call me.
Falling body parts.
Saul Good.
Everything I did out of loyalty to my partner. And then later, of course, purely out of self-defense. I hope you can appreciate that. Just like I appreciated that.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Now, you wear it if it makes you feel better, but if push comes to shove, it's not going to help.
Mike, do I have to come right out and say this? You and I, we're in the same boat.
Drink your drink.
If it happened to Victor, it could happen to you. And what the hell was that anyway?
Okay.
A message?
Listen, Walt, you can have these conversations with a lot of people if you desire. You'll probably end up going to jail, so I get it. You want to talk to him because he was there and you think you guys are friends and buddies, but watch what you're saying to this man going forward. All right? He's telling you to drink your drink for a reason because I think he realizes instantly where this conversation is going. It's not intelligent to continue this conversation.
He cuts a man's throat just to send a message.
Okay.
One, Walter.
Drink your drink.
You got the job.
In a room with him.
This is not going to end well, Walter.
Mike.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect that one. That was an adequate response. Right. Everyone is just like, yeah, we're in the bar.
For like 3 straight days. I'm turning into a slee stack.
So crash here. It's not like I ain't got the space.
I was thinking like next week.
Yeah, sure, man. Next week.
By the way, guys, I have 2 screens. I try to always look here, but sometimes the screen catches me. But I'm still watching the same thing. Or you let these people in your house to just disrespect it in that way. That's crazy. Right? I mean, I get it. Jesse, you're going through a lot mentally. How do you move past what you saw and what you also had to do? How do you? How does someone do that after they've, deleted another human being? Right? I expected Walt to kind of get some type of repercussion for entering into that bar. I did not really expect for that to happen for some reason in public. I would think that something like that wouldn't happen, right? But apparently it did, so that's that. But I think he kind of deserves it after he went over to Gus's house in the middle of the night. Something had to come to you, bro, okay? And this car wash thing that's happening here, I think that the owner of the car wash just started a straight battle. I'm not sure that he has capability to even handle. Okay. With all the disrespect, I'm sure that she now is going to take that as the ultimate disrespect. All the crazy things that he was saying. You said you're a woman? Oh, yeah, she didn't like that. That's wild. First of all, why would you say something like that? All right, but listen, if you guys are on Patreon, we're going to go ahead and jump to the next one right now. And if you guys are on YouTube, the next one will be coming out when it comes out, guys. I think we're really far behind on YouTube, guys. But if you guys do want to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the second tier. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.